Hello guys, GatorGamer CHOMPING into another video, and today we are reacting to top 10 creepiest young ghosts that will haunt you. And nah, they ain't gonna haunt me. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. And not by Amazing Top 10 this time, it's by Matthew. So let's go on ahead and get to it.
Are more unsettling than ones involved.
Hold up, sorry. Started a little too, what do you call it? Now I'm just gonna be pacing around this
Ghost
time.
stories have been told for literally thousands of years, and none are more unsettling than ones involving the younger population. There are plenty of stories about ghosts of all ages, but for some reason, the creepiest ones involve the spirits of kids. For evidence, simply look to Hollywood, or stay tuned. Here are the 10 creepiest young ghosts that will haunt you. Number 10 are Girls on the Stairs.
Ooh, this sounds interesting.
In 1974, author Stephen King spent a night in the infamous Stanley Hotel in Colorado, later calling it the perfect, maybe the archetypal setting for a ghost story, and used it as his inspiration for his best-selling novel, The Shining. Numerous accounts of ghost sightings have been reported at that hotel, but one photo taken of the alleged ghosts ended up leaving a former FBI agent baffled. The picture was taken by John
I heard that you
Marsling,
can't
who
take
snapped
pictures
a
of
photo of his
ghosts.
family from the staircase while on a spirit tour. Of the 11 people present on the tour, none were the size or age of a kid, yet the blurry image of the young girl can be seen descending from the steps. Former federal agent Ben Hansen has looked into the image and found no evidence of anything being altered, meaning what we see here is very real. Number 9 is the Spy House.
Spy house.
If you're looking for an eerie experience, specifically one in which ghosts of kids are running around you, then take a trip to Port Monmouth, a town in New Jersey where one building is considered one of the most haunted places in America. Since the Monmouth County Park System acquired it in 1998, the building has been renamed the Seabrook Wilson House and serves as an activity center. However, locals still recognize it by its previous name, the Spy House. Visitors have encountered multiple ghosts there, but arguably the creepiest of them have been those of the kids, who have been seen and heard giggling to each other as they chase each other in circles. They've been known to pull pranks as well, untying people's shoes, changing the time on wristwatches, or making cameras stop working. Number 8 is Ghost Boy Bridge.
Ghost Boy Bridge.
When it comes to the Ghost Boy Bridge, which is part of Clinton Road in West Milford, New Jersey, there are actually multiple stories, each one more eerie than the last. Clinton Road itself is considered by many to be the
An ad.
way in America,
Most
but
haunted
this
roadway.
bridge, which allows passage over a waterway called Clinton Brook, has ghost hunters flocking to it. Legend has it that if you were to leave a quarter on the yellow line, essentially the middle of the road on the bridge, the ghost of a young boy who drowned in the creek below will return it to you. Other variations describe the boy appearing before a person who leaves the coin, while yet another tells of the ghost pushing the person into the water and potentially to their tragic end. Regardless, this might be a bridge you want to avoid crossing. Number 7 are the Railroad Kids. According to legend, sometime between 1930 and 1949, a bus carrying 7 school kids was driving along a road in San Antonio, Texas, when it broke down, coming to a stop directly on a railroad crossing. The driver realized moments after the bus stopped that a train was barreling down on them, so he attempted to evacuate everyone on the bus. Sadly, there was no time, and the crash claimed 10 of the students, along with the bus driver. Today, it's said that if you park your car on the tracks and wait, the car will be physically pushed until it's moved out of potential danger. People have been known to sprinkle flour on the back of their vehicles before performing the experiment, only to find multiple handprints marking where the students' ghosts have pushed it forward. Number 6 is the Andrew Jackson Hotel. As one of New Orleans' most haunted hotels, it's little wonder that the Andrew Jackson Hotel has drawn so many ghost hunters and paranormal researchers to it. In 1794, 2 different fires caused severe damage to the hotel and claimed the lives of 5 young boys. The ghosts of those children are said to still haunt the building to this day. Guests and employees of the hotel have reported hearing kids playing and laughing outside in the courtyard late at night, only to find no visible source for the noises when they investigate. And at least one guest has seen the ghost of a boy after his television turned on all by itself and he moved to turn it off, only to find a young boy sitting in front of the device. The guest shouted, causing the ghost to vanish into the night.
Reminds me of Evelyn. That reminds me of Evelyn when she turned on that TV and put out the old VHS tape for Mia to remember what happened in the incident.
Number 5 is Mommy.
Mommy? Just Mommy?
After he began
Now that really reminds me of Evelyn now, calling Mia Mommy all the time in Resident Evil 7.
having that unmistakable feeling that unseen things were following him as he moved around his apartment, Steve Huff, better known as the YouTuber Huff Paranormal, started posting videos in which he tried to communicate with them. The Arizona-based paranormal researcher believes that the ghost or ghosts that are haunting him followed him home from a previous investigation, as many spirits have been known to do that. And according to his recorded evidence, at least one of them was a kid. After his dog began acting strangely and seemingly saw something that wasn't there, Huff grabbed his GoPro and recorded a few minutes of the room. What he got back were a few EVPs, or electronic voice phenomenon. The voice of a kid calling out "Mommy" can be heard, along with some ramblings. Number 4 is the Selene Convent. Although it's well known for stories of vampires and casket girls, the Ursuline Convent in New Orleans, Louisiana, has some additional occupants that are actually much creepier. Originally built as a religious institution and orphanage, this building has been transformed into a museum, but some of its original tenants might still be around. Multiple guests and tour guides have heard the sounds of kids playing, with the bulk of the paranormal activity occurring in the building's courtyard. Stranger still, though the kids were not really there, the sounds they were making seemed to get much louder as those who could hear them approached the yard's gate. Some visitors have even laid eyes on them. But are they ghosts, or, as some experts claim, just the past replaying over and over again? Number 3 is the Begging Boy.
The Begging Boy.
The old ruins of a castle in the village of Castellians in Cork County, Ireland, are said to be haunted by the ghost of an unidentified young boy who goes around begging people for something. But what makes this story truly unsettling is that the boy isn't begging for change or food like some other ghosts that have been encountered. He's pleading for his life to be spared. The apparition, which has been given the appropriate nickname the Begging Boy, roams about the ruins, spreading an aura of depression as he moves along. It's been said that from the boy's perspective, he keeps reliving the final moments of his short life, begging for the forgiveness of the castle's former owner, which tragically would never and will never come to him. Number 2 are the BlackEyed Kids.
BlackEyed Kids, huh?
Since the 1980s, tales of the Black-Eyed Kids have terrified millions, especially in 1996 when Brian Bethel, a reporter from Abilene, Texas, encountered a pair of them. Bethel was parked in a parking lot when two boys tapped on his window and asked for a ride home. Right away, the man felt like something was off. He then noticed the boys' eyes, which were totally black with no irises or pupils at all. It didn't take long for Bethel to decide to quickly peel out of there. While many claim that these young-looking beings are vampires or aliens from another planet, the prevailing theory is that they're ghosts. But we really only know what happens to those who refuse to provide help to the Black-Eyed Kids, and it's not good. And number 1 is Dear David.
Dear David?
On August 7th, 2017, writer and illustrator Adam Ellis posted on Twitter that he was being haunted by the ghost of a young boy with a misshapen head who meant him serious harm. For months, the New York resident had been seeing the boy in his dreams, one of which presented him with the boy's nickname, Dear David. But after Ellis asked him one too many questions, David began manifesting himself in the real world. Ellis captured pictures and video of Dear David, posting all of it to Twitter. Dedicated followers of the story began analyzing everything he posted and actually discovered things not even Ellis had noticed, including silhouettes in doorways and David's face in reflections. The entire Dear David incident scared so many people online that it's now being made into a feature film.
Those were pretty interesting. So that's gonna be it for the day, you guys. And if you really enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And just bite that like button with all your jaw might, like a gator would. And I will see you guys next time. GatorGamer chomping out. Goodbye.